Our Summer 26 collection is definitely our biggest evolution in terms of product in Bandit history. I'm Ardith Singh, the co-founder and chief design officer of Bandit. When we're designing summer, there's really 4 main issues we're looking to solve for. Number 1 is staying cool for your run. Summer, it gets hot, it's getting even hotter throughout the season, so really identifying materials that keep that body temperature down to really sustain your effort. Number 2 is stickiness, really trying to eliminate the fabric sticking to your body. Number 3 is eliminating sweat stains. We don't love sweat stains, they tend to show up in unflattering places, and so we really were thinking about raw materials that could combat sweat stains. Number 4 is really recovery of the garment. We're really thinking about raw materials that can sustain an 18-mile long run in the heat of the summer, but really go back and retain their shape in their original state post-run. Most people aren't going home right after their run, they're going out, they're staying out all day, grabbing coffee with their friends. So making sure these garments really recover post-long runs is really critical. Before we get into the top innovations, I want to tell you about the artist that really inspired the collection. I was completely obsessed with Luis Barragan's architecture. Luis Barragan was a prolific Mexican architect. He had such a beautiful modernist take on architecture. I think his monastic simplicity and use of light and shadow and the sharp lines and then the bold color was something that I could see translated into running really beautifully. Once I'm sort of fixated on an overarching inspiration like Barragan, I like to sort of do research that connects but maybe isn't exactly the same thing. There's a mid-century graphic designer that I was really drawn to for this collection named Carol Martins, and his work is using really interesting color combinations and creating these beautiful gradients, but instead of a soft blurred gradient, the gradients are created through little tiny geometric shapes. All right, let's get into it. Our first innovation is Vanisher. This fabric is years in the making. The biggest, most hallmark part of this fabric that we love is that it really resists changing color when you sweat. So said in another way, it doesn't show embarrassing sweat stains. It's absolutely crazy. When we were in the development phase of this fabric, we honestly couldn't believe it for ourselves, so we tailored up different tights and tanks and gave them to the community to wear. So we were able to wear test this in the New York City Marathon, and we were just astounded by its resistance to really change color when you sweat. We have our favorite internal fit model here, John, always ready and willing to do anything for the product, which I'm so grateful for. He just went on a really fast 8-mile run. John is a former track star, so you know he's absolutely ripping. How was it?
It was good. 8 miles up and down Kent.
Definitely worth looking at that this has been worn. 8 fast miles. This is completely dry, unworn, and you see they're identical. Vanisher is used across both men's and women's silhouettes. We have these beautiful solid colors from like grounding neutrals to pop colors, but then we also executed our prints in Vanisher, which it takes prints beautifully. We did our high-waisted 5-inch pop stitch in print, which we've never done before. I love the idea of executing a print with pop stitch because it gives you that nice solid color all the way through the garment. And I hear you, this is a very light grounded print, but because of Vanisher, we're really able to execute this with confidence that it will be really, really opaque when worn and even when it's wet. And then the mesh also comes into play, and we've printed that as well. So you get this beautiful like sheer opaque vibe. It's really dynamic when you see it on the prints. See the little like sheerness happening there. I definitely have heard a lot of feedback from the men that they want more color, more vibrancy. We definitely thought about that when we were designing the line, making sure the men had that same sort of dynamic energy that they felt like the women had for so many seasons. So men, I expect you to be wearing the pop color red short, and all the amazing prints we have. The next innovation I want to talk about is the reversible bra. I really value versatility when it comes to design. Anytime we create something, we're really looking to build your wardrobe. It's not like I want you to buy Bandit and then like forget about that season and just adopt the next season. I really want every season to be incremental in building your running wardrobe. And things with the lens of versatility make that so much easier. So what's cool about this bra is when you buy it, you have a pattern version and then you have a solid version. So you look at these here, we've got print pattern here, here, here. When you flip them inside out, you still get all your same pocketing, that'll be internal. And then this style, instead of a print, we have this beautiful mesh. What's cool about that is like when you're wearing that and you have projection, you have that sort of like bone color popping through the black mesh, which is really, really beautiful. I love mixing and matching colors. You definitely don't have to be DTM head to toe. But what I love is all of a sudden, this print, because of this solid grounding, all of a sudden goes with sort of a matching print. It's not the exact same print, but you get that same like vibe, and it's like, I really wanna see people mixing it up like this. I think it's really strong. Our next innovation is Shredder. We've been chasing the idea of creating the world's best racing singlet. It's something that we've been obsessed with since the beginning of Bandit. With Shredder, we're one step closer to achieving that goal. We have it in both a full-length singlet and a more abbreviated proportion. This fabric is custom engineered, so we have smaller perforations at the chest, and they grow as you go down to the hem. On the back side, it's sort of opposite. You have these sort of larger holes, and then they get smaller, and then the repeat grows again. An additional detail that we have on the full-length singlet is this flow pack detail, so it's additional vents, so as you're running, even more air flows through. And we have this beautiful little pop of color on these. So again, it's like very quiet, but very intentional. Another thing I really love about this fabric is the weight. It's lightweight because it's perforated, it has all these mesh holes, but the fabric itself isn't super lightweight and silky, so it doesn't tend to stick on the body when wet. Also, happy accident, because of all of the holes, it's very easy to put your bib on. For our next innovation, we have CoolGrid. Believe it or not, it's only our third short fabric since we launched Vento 2 years ago. Similar to Shredder, something I love about this fabric, it's visually dynamic. There's a lot of texture within the fabric itself. So in solids, it's actually really textural. You see this beautiful sort of shadow stripe that's going through the fabric. Again, when you have a printed version, that creates sort of another layer of texture, but it's absolutely beautiful in the solids, and this color to me is undeniably Baragon. So we knew we had to really like push the silhouettes that we put it in. So on the women's side, along with the singlet, which remains in CoolGrid, we also put a splitty and then a 2-in-1. So you get this beautiful, cool-handed, really airy fabric for your short. And then on the men's side, this will be the first time the men get to experience this amazing fabric. So we have it in our training singlet, which again, has a bit of a different cut than the racing singlet. It's got a little bit more coverage on the front and back, but you get this really airy, beautiful, elevated fabric feel. And we also put it in the men's splitty, and then also the men's 2-in-1. So you're getting it across multiple silhouettes. That's how much we love this fabric. We also developed a custom waistband. So externally, it's one color with a separate color sort of peeking through when worn. And then a detail that I love from a style perspective is you're also able to wear it flipped down. So if you want sort of a lower rise vibe and a pop of color, you can flip it down. And if you want your regular mid-rise, you still get that peak of color through, but it's a little more mid-rise, a little more coverage. Our next innovation is our men's two-way sleeveless zip top, but now in Airknit. It's a custom developed fabric, which is an engineered mesh made with cool core yarn. That's something that we came out with in spring using cool core yarn. It is thermoregulating, so keeps your body temperature stable as you're training. And I love the play with sheer opaque that you get here. It's something you'll really see throughout the line where you have ton of breathability through the construction of the fabric. It's super slick and fitted, but you really kind of forget it's there. It's got enough structure where it feels supportive, but it's still very lightweight, and obviously because of the knitted mesh, it's super breathable. Of course, we have our built-in gel pockets at the back and these beautiful seam lines. The construction at the hem is also a bit different. The elastic is faced at the front with our gripper dots, and then it's exposed at the back. So you get this little like pop of black even on the espresso colorway. We're really excited to bring back Friosoft for the summer collection. We know you guys loved it as much as we did in spring, and so we decided to bring it back, but with a more summery lens on the perforation. We really wanted to really blow that out. So we started actually from the back, where you tend to pool a lot of sweat at your lower back. We wanted to make sure there was a ton of perforation there, and then we brought it forward a bit so you get a little bit of that taste of perforation on the front of the garment. And then in terms of branding, we went really quiet. We have this print technique that's very tonal, very DTM, so it really allows you to be versatile with how you wear it. So we have this espresso, which is stunning. I actually really, really love and encourage the wearing of espresso in these different fabrics because you kind of get a different level of saturation throughout, and I love seeing this sort of monochromatic look, but these high lows within the outfit, so we love. And then for something more contrasty, we have this like beautiful neutral plastery color. Again, even though the color's light, you get all of these high lows throughout the garment because of the dye process. All right, nothing says summer like the perfect tank top, and we have it in both men's and women's. First, we have Stretchknit on the women's side. It's this really beautiful, soft, seamless mesh. So you get, obviously, sheerness from the mesh. It's super, super stretchy, which I love. Honestly, whenever a sample comes in and we're so excited we want to try it on and wear it around, we know we've hit something special, and that was definitely the case with this top. I also love how we finished the armhole and neckline with this pop color. So again, you get this like little touch of novelty. It's not like a basic tank. You have it at the neckline, and then you have a little branding hit here at the hem. And then also what's really cool with what we're able to do with Seamless is knit all your care instructions at the hem, so you have that here as well. On the men's side, we have the Vituccio tank. It was definitely a fan favorite last season, but we knew we could make some tweaks to make it even better, just based on some feedback. So number one, it's a bit more fitted, so you're not gonna have to size down for that classic sort of rib tank fitted look. We also brought up the neckline a bit and made the cross shoulder and the cross front a bit narrower, a bit more cutaway, so you get this nice broad look when you're wearing it. I think the thing that the community loves about Vituccio and I love about Vituccio is that versatile look. So it's the same sweat wicking fabric as last summer, and it also looks quite cottony, so you can wear it running or wear it casually. We continued this like very quiet, subtle branding, this little patch here at the hem and then at the center back. So again, like very quiet branding, versatile, you can wear it when you're not running and it doesn't feel like you're wearing this like techie tank. Those are our top innovations for summer 2026. I'm so excited for you guys to get your hands on it and hope you love it as much as we do.